one member on the other side talk about his own party for a change instead of spending the entire 5 minutes talking about the Labour Party. And it does make me... I'm very, very interested, actually, because it does make me wonder about how concerned... Why are they so concerned about the Labour Party? Why do they want to talk about us all the time? And, you know, I know Mr Woodhouse won't like me saying this, but I think what it demonstrates is that they've got nothing good to say about themselves and no plan for the future. Now, Labor will give everybody a fair go and make everybody pay their fair share. And I'm very proud, Mr Speaker, to say that Labor has a solid promise to raise the minimum wage to $15 by the end of its first year in government. That is a solid promise, so don't say that we don't have policies. We will do better by low and middle income people who are struggling to make ends meet. And let me talk about what an increase in the minimum wage to $15 an hour will mean. It will mean that over 229,000 workers will get a lift in their pay if they're full-time of almost $80 a week. And add to that Labor's tax-free threshold, that adds a further $10 a week. The people that will benefit from this are not just young workers, it's women, it's Māori, it's the Pacifica, it's those up in Northland and Te Tautoko who are struggling to make ends meet. And there would be an economy-wide increase in wages of $518 million. That's an economic plan. And we all know that national changes haven't helped anybody. They haven't helped unemployment, they haven't helped wages, and they haven't helped those on the lowest wages, as the Minister of Labour has admitted today and yesterday. But of course that Minister of Labour didn't want the minimum wage to go up to $12 an hour last year. She actually rejected the proposition that it should go up at all, but was rolled, and she wanted to keep it at $12 an hour, and in this year the advice was that the minimum wage could go up to $13.50 with a negligible impact on jobs. She rejected that as well. She ignored that advice. So John Key's government is making life tougher for working people when things were already hard. National did it the last time they were in government, and New Zealand went backwards in wages, in productivity, in skills development and job creation. And now they're at it again. But New Zealanders aren't stupid, Mr Speaker. They're moving across the Tasman in droves, in greater numbers than ever before, because they've worked out this government has no answers. People aren't stupid. They can see that Australia has a minimum wage of $20 New Zealand an hour, and that differential is a problem for this government and this country. Those workers getting on the planes are not just the highly skilled, they're also the unskilled, because they can do better across the ditch. And they are workers who can't make a living in this country because this government is miserable with the minimum wage and has no plan to provide them with decent jobs. And contrary to popular opinion, workers covered by minimum wage, or more than half of all workers covered by minimum wages, are older than 24. So it's not just about young workers trying to get into work. It affects good people. It affects our school support staff. It affects our caregivers, those who look after older people, our home care workers, our hospital and school service staff, among thousands and thousands. And let's talk about what a minimum wage earner actually takes home each week. They earn, if they're full-time, and many of them aren't, $447 a week after tax. And that's before reductions from KiwiSaver, student loans if they're students or have a loan, or ACC. Now the cleaners, John Key's cleaner in this parliament, is paid $13.10 an hour. I bet no one, and particularly the Minister of Labour, asked her advice about whether increasing the minimum wage beyond $13 an hour was a good idea. And I don't understand how anyone expects people to live on $447 a week. That's what they get on minimum wage if they're a full-time worker. I do happen to know that Kate Wilkinson hasn't been anywhere near her cleaners or the Prime Minister's cleaners, because if she bothered to talk to them, she would know that her decisions are making life even tougher for them.
The Honourable Dr. Wayne.